Hello, Iris.
Rena, come in. I stopped by your mother's several times.
Yes, she told me, thank you.
Whatever differences we may have, you know I share your grief over Max.
I know that.
You were so helpful to me after Alex died. I wish there were some way I could comfort you.
You can't help, Iris. By making Justin pay for killing my husband.
Rena?
He was slant drilling our oil, and as sure as I'm standing here, he killed Max.
Rena, Max was killed accidentally when he tried to blow up that oil well.
You don't have to tell me that my husband is dead. I know how he died, and I also know that Justin caused it.
That's not true.
Justin's really done a number on you, hasn't he?
He's been very helpful to me since Alex died.
He took advantage of your grief, Iris, because he wants to get control of World Oil. That's all he cares about. Money and power. He doesn't care about you or Alex or the company. Any company will do for Justin.
I simply cannot believe that.
You haven't wanted to believe it because your hatred for Ryan. But Ryan isn't your enemy. Justin is.
Justin has proof that Ryan has been embezzling funds from the company. All of his talk about wanting to carry out Alex's wishes and dreams. He only wanted to protect himself.
Alex knew Ryan better than anybody in the world, and he trusted him.
Ryan betrayed that trust.
Justin is framing Ryan in order to get control of the company. You better face up to that fact, and you better do it now.
Glad you stopped by. I've been calling the suite all morning.
I was in the office.
But Alfredo said...
I know I told Alfredo that I wasn't taking any calls.
I think we have to talk this out, Paige.
I know. That's why I came here.
I'm sorry if I upset you last night.
Wasn't you? I was upset by my own feelings last night.
I don't think you should be upset about feelings if they're honest.
It's not right, Elliot.
Not right for whom? For you? For me? Or for Dennis?
Dennis is your son, and he's my husband.
Dennis and you and I are grown people. I think it is about time we acted like grown people. Dennis has asked you for a divorce. He's given every indication that his feelings for you are over.
No, they're not over. He just came by the office. He knows exactly what happened last night.
Nothing happened last night. What do you mean he knows what happened?
I really would rather not get into it. The point is, I told him I'm not going to see you anymore, and I meant it.
Iris! Iris, come back here and talk to me.
You're not talking. You're shouting. This isn't the first time you've come into my home and screamed at me.
I'm sorry. But what you're doing to Ryan Connor is wrong.
If he's innocent of Justin's charges, let him prove it.
And he will. But by that time, you will have destroyed his reputation and make it impossible for him to continue with the company. If there's a company left by the time Justin gets through with it.
Oh, that's quite an exaggeration, Rena, even from you.
Do you remember what happened last November? Ryan had a chance then to take over the company, but he didn't, Iris. Instead, he saved your husband's life. Oh, Iris. Honey, he loves that man as much as you do. He didn't want Alex to die. Money, power, those things don't mean that much to Ryan.
Oh, he pretended that until he found out he'd lose his power and a good deal of his money.
He didn't even want to work for World Oil. He only did it because Alex asked for his help.
And in the process, he found a way to make a fortune for himself.
Justin is framing him, and Ashley Linden is helping him.
Look, don't you get started on Ashley.
She is as vicious and devious as Justin is. Oh, Iris, you're not a stupid woman, you know that? Now, why can't you see what they're doing to you?
You're talking about my friends, Rena. They care about me, and they cared about Alex.
Maybe Ashley is your friend. But Justin, not a chance. He's using you, Iris. And as soon as he gets what he wants, he'll walk out on you and never look back.
I can understand your bitterness toward Justin. After all, you did love him, and he did decline to marry you.
You know that's not true. You know how much I love Max. Getting involved with Justin was the biggest mistake of my life. Caring about you was my second mistake. You're so hell-bent on proving that you're right, you don't even care that you're destroying a man.
If I'm wrong about Ryan, I'll admit it.
It'll be too late, Iris. It'll be too late for Ryan, for Ginny. But worst of all, it'll be too late for you.
I don't think you should make any decisions until you've thought things out.
I have thought it out. I just think it's better off for everybody if we don't see each other again.
But that is impossible. First of all, I go to the Top of the World Club all the time, for business as well as pleasure, from a purely practical
Well,
standpoint.
then maybe I should just quit my job at the Top of the World Club.
I won't allow that.
Well, you don't have anything to say about it.
I want to know exactly what Dennis said.
It doesn't matter,
It
Ellie.
does matter. Dennis is suffering from deep-seated psychological problems at the moment. He is not behaving well.
And I'm the cause of those problems,
That is just
Elliot.
not true.
Well, at any rate, I think my decision will go a long way in helping him.
Only a professional can help, Dennis. You have to see that. Paige, I haven't felt this way about anyone in a long time. And I am not going to give it up without a fight.
I've done so many things in my life, Elliot, that I'm not proud of. I'm not going to add this to the list.
Paige.
Now, I would prefer it if you didn't call me or try to get in touch with me again.
I am not going to promise that.
Something wrong?
No, I just didn't hear you come up.
You're looking terrible, Paige. Must be your social life. You know, you really ought to get more rest.
Have you come here for dinner?
Among other things.
Oh, yes, Carrington. Reservation for two.
That's right.
I only see one then.
Well, my guest is waiting over there at the bar. She seems to have beaten me here. Oh, you must be wondering who she is.
No.
Well, you see, I only met her today. KBIK is doing a segment on fashion photography. She's one of the models I met at the studio. Very pretty, don't you think?
Yes, very. I'll have your table ready for you in a couple of minutes.
Hey, there's no rush.
Why don't you just go wait at the bar then?
Oh, listen, if it's all the same to you, I think I'd just as soon wait right here.